It is that time on a Monday after a crazy long weekend where we find out if things are real or just mirages. It's called Monday Mirages. Goz, what's your first question?
Real or mirage, Levack? That was Ryan Fitzpatrick's last start as a New York Jet quarterback.
Dear God and baby Jesus, please be real. I'm going to say mirage. I don't know what Todd Bowles' problem is. I mean, I know he's trying to save his job, but I think he's doing it in the least productive way possible. Maybe he actually is trying to get fired. I don't know, because there's just... You have said that if this one stinks and that one stinks and that one stinks, then everybody stinks and he's in trouble. I would say, as to steal a Parcells analogy, if the ingredients suck, I can't cook you a good meal. So I'm going to go out there and make sure I got the right ingredients, even if I have to prove I have the wrong ones, so that next year I can cook the right meal.
Mirage for me as well, a little bit different. I like the thing he went with Parcells there and what he wants on this team going forward. But Ryan Fitzpatrick played well against New England. He almost had 300 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. And
I think he's still standing still in the pocket. Chris Long just strips out.
Tell the left tackle to throw a block. Don't get beat on their backside where Fitzpatrick can't see it. I'm not even blaming that on him. He's better than Bryce Petty. As much as people want to see him play.
Now?
I looked him up today. He's a 6-year pro from Villanova. I don't think anyone would know him if he walked in here right now.
It's not Ferguson. It's not Clady. It's not
Mangold. Missed another game. That offensive line is not great across the board.
Any other quarterback in the league knows, oh, wait, I don't have an offensive line. I better get rid of the ball. Not Fitz. He's standing back there writing his memoirs.
Mannequin challenge?
Yeah. That lady is a real crowd pleaser. He's like, oh, stand still, everybody.
It's not happening
Chris Long, you lost.
We'll see. There's a possible matchup on Monday Night Football in December where we get Scott Tolzien versus Bryce Petty.
Yes. Because Scott Tolzien versus Ryan Fitzpatrick's way sexier.
Fitz has been in the league a little bit. He's a veteran.
In the league a little bit.
Yes.
Dude.
No one's buying tickets to see Bryce Petty.
Dude.
It's not happening.
Nobody's buying tickets to see that game.
It's not
You
false.
probably bought them already. I had one friend call me and go, dude, you got a line on Jets-Colts tickets? And I laughed, and he went, no, really? I went, oh, I'm sorry. I can't take you seriously.
Speaking about things that are not being sold well right now, they're Cleveland Browns tickets. At least fans aren't excited. Real or mirage, the 27-13 loss to the New York Giants is the closest the Cleveland Browns will get to a win this season.
Mirage, they're going to win this week against the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to get it done, man.
Straight up
victory. They're going to win this game. They will be 1-12 after this game. And listen, Bengals, I thought you had a good team. I don't know if you got old. I don't know if they just stopped listening to Marv. I don't know what the deal is. But that team is not trying. They look bad. They look really bad.
If you're looking to see what the investment line would be right now for the Browns-Bengals game, it has not been posted because we do not know yet who's going to be the quarterback for that game. Will it be Kessler, RG3, Kevin Hogan, Bernie Kosar, Tim Couch? Not really sure who's going to be quarterbacking. I will go with Mirage as well. Buffalo, they're going to keep it tight. San Diego, they're going to keep it tight. So they're going to be closer to getting a victory. But I've now ranked it after this weekend that it's more likely they're not going to win any games than win a single game. But Buffalo will be the closest because of the Buffalo history of December not getting it done and losing games you shouldn't be losing in that month.
Yeah, because I'm real scared of that 3-7-1 Bengals team.
Real or mirage, yesterday was the last time we see the Albany Cup in the CEFQ Arena.
Mirage. I think we've got two really talented organizations that are going to figure it out. Mark Benson, John Eugenio are going to sit down in a room and go, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, let's do this. And they'll come up with some kind of concession. Mark Benson, you were there, so you didn't get to see his interview with Roger Weiland?
No.
Benson you can just tell he's extremely level-headed about it. His expectations are not over the moon, so it's going to be a realistic conversation when it happens. Remember, they got to play next year at TU Center no matter what. It will get played at CEFQ again.
I want to say it's 2018, man, but everything we've heard going forward, it might be a little bit. It might be some time. I'm going to go with Mirage here because you're right. They're going to eventually figure this out. But watching it there, smaller venue, times Union Center, the things we know that are going on our station that have been said, I'm going to go with Mirage. It's going to happen again at the CEFQ at some point in the future, but it may not be as quick as 2018 because of people wanting to make money. Look, I'm not going to criticize someone who wants to go out and say, we are making money better this way than that way. And that's what it's going to come down to in the end.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was a 2-to-1 ratio.
Possibly. Yeah.
I don't know if 1-to-1 works. I don't, like, in my mind, do one at the TU, one at CEFQ, one at TU where it's like a neutral setting kind of setup.
Like a tournament style, like they host something where they can play each other.
You get an equal amount of seats or something. Like that seems, from the outside looking in, not knowing anything, and I openly admit I know nothing, that sounds the fairest to me.
Number here, 4, Real or Mirage, Coach Gary Kubiak. The Broncos last night, they lose to the Kansas City Chiefs, but he goes for a 62-yarder. And Brandon McManus misses. He made the right call going for the win in overtime. Real or Mirage?
This is going to shock a lot, but I'm real. This Kansas City team, they are a juggernaut. They just keep coming. There's no stopping them. There's like 3 players on that team that I'm like, oh, those guys are clearly more talented than other guys in the league, but they play together like nobody's business. I think that was a situation where Kubiak went, I either win right now or I lose no matter what. I need this win. The kick is makeable here. The kicker's probably in his ear going, I can do it, Coach. I can do it. Coach, I can do it. I can do it. I'm not going to second guess him. I think he was in a win now mode, and he knew he was going to lose if he didn't do it either way.
If it's not the city of Denver, I would have said Mirage usually because
it's just too long.
Right, but it's 64-yarder has been hit there before by Matt Prater. 63-yarder by Jason Elam has been hit there before. So
Seabass is up there.
Yeah, so hitting a 62-yarder in Denver is not the craziest thing in the world, but did he make the right call? I'm going to go with Mirage here. Because why not just go for it? It's 4th and 10. Let's say you get 9 yards on the 4th and 10. You've already backed up Kansas City a little bit farther. Alex Smith and Andy Reid, coach, they got to draw up more plays. They get a little bit of a field advantage going for the 62-yarder. Push them any way you can to make it harder for them, and it took every single second in that game for Kansas City to go down the field. I'm going with Mirage here. 62-yarder, dancing on an NFL record. I don't think it's the right call.
See, I like it the same way I liked Del Rio going for 2, against New Orleans to win. He just knew he needed to win right now. Mm-hmm. No, and nobody knows that team better than Kubiak. That's why normally, they lost. Clearly, it was a bad call. I think it was one. To your point, it's a makeable kick in that place, but at the same time, I bet he just thought to himself, if I either beat them right now on this prayer or I lose no matter what.
Real or Mirage? After a double overtime loss to Ohio State, Michigan should be in the top 4 in the college football playoff committee rankings.
Wow. See, I'm a fan. You know what I mean? So this is tough for me. If I'm being honest, I'm a fan of Michigan. So I say real, they do belong. And if I'm stepping out of my fandom and just having a conversation about it, we talked about it. We said, what if this game goes down to overtime or final minutes and each team gives the other one everything they can handle and then some? How do you budge them out? You know what I mean? They're the 2 best teams. But I ultimately have to take the fan out of it. 2 losses, Mirage, they're 5th, and hopefully some way they sneak back in.
Here's what stinks about this, and you'd probably put them top 4, but you'd have to put them over a Washington or a Clemson. I'd have to sit here and say, do I think Michigan could beat Washington? Yes. Do I think Michigan could beat Clemson? Yes. But is the college football playoff committee going to say, hey, this team eye test wise is better than the other 2, so therefore we're going to put them above them? They've never done that before. It's always been look at the body of work, look at the quality, wins, strength of schedule, because eye test is too tough to defend if you're asked questions about it. So Michigan's going to sit at 5 and hope that someone gets bumped off in their conference championship game, whether it be Clemson in the ACC title game or Washington in the Pac-12 title game. Michigan has a really good chance to get back in, but because of that, it's a mirage. They're not going to be in the top 4 in the college football playoff committee rankings. And the last one here, Levack, real or mirage? Today is Cyber Monday. Is it the best day to shop for Christmas gifts?
Mirage.
Really?
I'm well aware of how it works now, okay? A lot of the deals that you're getting today will actually get better a week from now.
That's right. Yes.
So I usually what'll happen is next week, and I don't have my daughter. There's a fantastic chance Friday night I'm on my couch with a 12-pack and a computer, and I get everything done in one sitting.
I used to be all about Cyber Monday. I still like it a lot. I'm going to have a nice research session tonight about who might be getting what gifts when. But I'm okay with waiting another week and then still having that shipping get to me on the right time. So as much as people love Cyber Monday, keep those tabs up, keep refreshing. You might not be able to find every great deal today.
And hey, don't forget, I usually get them shipped here, so stay out of them, nosy.
For real?
Britches. Yeah, because I don't want them shipped to my house during the day.
How about you ship them to my house? And if they're good, I'll decide whether or not you need them or not.
I'm not giving you anything. I've given you this. I've given you Mirages. I've given you all of this. I've given you what's
I hope that is a mirage.
I handpicked you.
Really, just cost yourself a gift. Mirage.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
That quickly I can change. That's how tough. That's how tough it is.
There's nothing that could possibly confuse me more.